Right now, I feel like such an outlaw. I finally figured out how to get rid of all the tonnage of coins I've got, and that is to use them on the bus. I paid for my bus ride this morning, which is 35 cents, with 4 nickels and 15 pennies. And for my foreign viewers, a nickel in US money is 5 cents, and a penny is 1 cent. So I managed to get rid of 19 coins on one bus ride. I'm a genius. I'm standing in front of the Basilica Voto Nacional, which is way too big to get. I was here taking still pictures, but it's way too big to get a still picture in one frame. So I whipped out the GoPro. Hopefully we'll be able to do it with the GoPro. We'll see. If you're seeing it now, you know my plan was successful. You can see the kind of grade we're dealing with here. This city is one hill after another. I went back to, the last video I made was at the Independence Square. I went back to there. I started today's trip from there. And to get to this church, or this basilica, I guess it's called, it was almost straight uphill. I would say at least a 20% grade. And it was about maybe 500 to 800 meters. I've lost track of how far the distance is. But on the climb up, I was taking mostly still photographs. So I'm interested to see if I can get some kind of perspective of how steep the grade actually is. We are on top of one of the major hills in Quito, but it's still not the highest tourist point. There's still another place that you could go, which I'm not going to today, which requires another Everest-like walk. Another picture of one of my favorite municipal infrastructures, a urban staircase. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting ready to go back down the valley or down the hill, get back on the bus. One interesting thing about this morning's bus ride is that I did get a seat, thank goodness, because I think the bus driver was trying to demonstrate the road hugging capabilities of the bus, which were quite impressive. I thought for sure the bus was going to fly off the road or tip over or something at some point of the trip. And the unusual thing about the whole thing is that it's all urban. You're all downtown, right in traffic. And if you're standing up, you're being buffeted from side to side. I was tired just sitting in the seat trying to hold my position. So I'm looking forward to another interesting ride back. One thing that I am kicking myself for, though, is that my brilliant plan to use 19 coins to pay for the bus, I didn't bring any extra coins with me for the return trip. I completely forgot about that I had to ride back. So I'm going to be probably paying with a $1 coin and then getting more change. So I spent 19 coins and I'm probably going to walk back home or get back home with 2. So a net loss of 17 coins. Still, that's a pretty good thing. I'm still kind of amused that a foreign country would use US coins as their not just US coins, but the US dollar as its currency. And I looked it up and I found out that there are 8 other countries that officially use US dollar as their currency. I told a story once before in one of my videos about how I had an adventure with an ATM machine in Cambodia, trying to get a certain amount of money out of the machine. And I kept putting in what I thought was the equivalent of about 100 Cambodian, I'm not even sure what they're called now, but it was something like 50,000 of those would equal about 100 US dollars. So I thought that's what I would need. So I kept putting that in and it kept getting rejected. My ATM card would not distribute 50,000 of anything. So then later on, I found out that Cambodia unofficially uses the US dollar as a currency. So it was a good thing that it didn't dispense 50,000 US dollars from an ATM card. I don't think it would do that anyway. But that's how I learned that Cambodia uses the US dollar. They also have their own currency, but I didn't really see that much of that because everything that I paid for in Cambodia was either on a credit card or with US dollars. Well, I'm kind of lost. I really don't know which direction is the correct one, but as long as I'm heading downhill, I think that'll get me to where I want to go. Also doing a little bit of window shopping. And it looks like maybe either the tourist taxis are all here or it's a lunchtime crowd taking off to go somewhere. But there seems to be a lot of traffic on the small roads. Lost or not, this is a very interesting place to be walking around. There's all kinds of little shops and restaurants. I'm not going to buy any food here because it's a hassle to haul it back. It's a long ride on the bus, and I think because of the time of day, I'm going to be standing the whole way. And I'm going to need all four limbs to keep him being thrown off balance. Well, it's definitely lunchtime. Just going to follow. I think I see the bus stop, or at least the direction of it. Yes, there's even a sign.
No.
So we're going to get there and see how crowded the E3 bus is. That's the bus stop. Estación Marin Central. Or Central, I'm not sure how you say that. I'm not going to record any video on the bus today because I'm going to need to hang on. So let's wrap this video up and say thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe by clicking my face over there on the left. That's it for today. I'll show myself out.